They've just got to be able to win it. But now that they've gone down 0-2, they're not deciding to take the risk. They're benching it for the moment, and we're going into Inferno.
Clearly, the beating they took in the opening day of this stage has caused Complexity to head elsewhere. But the series begins on Imperial's pick, as you alluded to, Inferno. And it is Banana where the fight kicks off. Now, that is Elish, top boxes for a single kill, not able to follow up as his teammate goes down with him. So a nice opening for Imperial, a 4v3 in a pistol. It's a tantalizing approach to a B bomb site, but it's also a site that still has defenders in it. 2 of them here on cross, JT included. But he starts to tuck back, right? They don't believe that that Banana presence really means the commitment, and that's the right call. Imperial's still sizing up both sides.
Sad part about this series is that as we casted it and the head-to-head and you know, all the important games and Imperial slightly edging out a few of the wins, it just became Imperial winning every time, and then it wasn't really even a rivalry. But in this game, you got to think Complexity have a huge advantage, and they should win.
Complexity obviously taking, I think, a bit of a chunk out of themselves. Oh, hold on. Hold on. JT, open cross, open duels. 3 players stack up for it. Halzerk for the trade, 1v1. Oh, he's got a huge health advantage here over Try, who could take the top road over Oranges, but the bomb's still over towards Pit, so just hit him in the headshot, brother. Oh, he gets over. Halzerk, you could have killed him with a single bullet to any part of that body, but Try's now in the post plant, and so as time ticks, he peeks out, and of course, Halzerk, as he always should with so much health, finishes off the pistol.
Yes, he makes it happen. Now, actually, yeah, we didn't even get Inferno at all. This is a completely, like, brand new veto this time around. So last time, Complexity removed Inferno. Last time, Imperial removed Ancient.
I was going to say one of the more surprising results back at the RMR was MIBR getting a chunk of Complexity and besting them in a best of 3. You know, for Imperial to do that as well would just add another question to the teams that are beating Cole as of late. We could talk about the fact it's just best of 1s, but, you know, FlyQuest, who have now gone on to impress, obviously, so far, but still, shocker of a start, and Passion. It's the result of that Passion game that I think really kind of, with all those pistol rounds, man.
No shame losing to Passion.
No, but in some of the rounds specifically, I think that's where the shame really was.
All those Deagle kills.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
They've done it to Spirit. They did it to Spirit. They did it to Complexity. And now they're up 2 games in this stage 2. So.
My goodness.
So yeah, I don't believe in Cole in their current lineup. Obviously, I put them through because I still believe they can get through the stage. The odds are against them, but there are teams they can beat here. I guess you can put it that way.
Oof, nice ones from Descenti. Now, he has been the beacon for Imperial, right? In the absence of Try's off, Descenti bettering Phelps at the moment and able to post a 4th kill in this round. You want an ace early?
Oh.
That's what it's going to take for Imperial to take pistol momentum from Complexity. Bare bones, single point of health, an ace on the line. Oh, and almost so close to a miraculous round to give Imperial an injection of energy early. Instead, Complexity, you may limp through. 2-0 their start.
Oh, man. If Descenti had a hard read on lane and he decided to walk the wide way around default, I think that's how he maximizes his HP. But you can see on 1 health, that wasn't going to happen. He was too scared to try that.
Elish has not had an impressive major since Star Ladder Berlin 2019.
Whoa, okay.
Nothing since. Nothing to talk about at majors.
We're just gonna do a live fact check so we can be
just
appropriately.
100%. I know I'm hitting you with the curveball, Mo.
That's crazy. You should be on the desk.
2 of his worst events in 2024, Copenhagen Major, and so far Shanghai. Gun round goes well for Imperial in the sense that they get a few of these kills across the map, but it's that pressure from Complexity out of apartments that still puts them man up. 2 individual moments here between Try and No Way, but it'll boil down to what timing they want to make a move with.
Wow.
Got a Liege inside of Pit.
Rio, Antwerp, Copenhagen, nothing above a 1.0. That's true. Stockholm was just around that. Yeah, it's
Easy close.
It does make sense that it's 2019. That's when it's good, obviously. But yeah, he hasn't had the... Because like in other games, you would say, all right, well, Complexity have struggled overall. So of course he's not going to be as good. One for each arm and leg.
Yes, sir. Transformers, ladders in disguise. Little flash pop for Banana in a round where Imperial do have enough to win with. Don't you dare sleep on this buy. Mac 10 up first. Phelps and no way. In with the sidearm. Your B site has crumbled. Hulzerk will post up. Eesh, but he gets caught as No Way peeks in while the smoke plumes. And through the smoke comes the AK shots to try. This one is a doozy.
What's happened now? Everybody dying, just trying to chill, hold their angles, throw grenades.
Smoke down for Library. We hit 25 seconds. That pack of players out towards mid. No Way's not able to track the MP9 swing.
And they get spread to Boiler, and they have...
trying to go through Arch instead. That's the bomb on Vinny. Where are you going, bud?
Hold on.
15 seconds. If he dies here, Vinny can still run that bomb to B.
Why wasn't that calmed?
And he just has to get the bomb out.
Why wasn't that calmed? Hulzerk was standing there running through Speedway. JT saw him jump into CT spawn.
We're going to get Grim trying to chase it, not able to stop the plant. Vinny's hands no longer busy, but you can just get on it. And Phelps is so far removed. Maybe in the replay, JT didn't see both.
He was shooting at him.
He killed the player that jumped through, but there was Vinny in front of it.
No. A player jumped through he was shooting at after he got the first kill. They have the option to go back to B. Complexity didn't really push anything, but they had car control the whole time, so they were in the better position for sure.
Op boost. Oof, Hulzerk doesn't even react to it. I think that was a little slow from Hulzerk, Lunders.
Yeah, he was, you gotta be aware of that boost, for sure.
So, Opper down. Imperial gunning for the B site. Good
find.
flashbang. JT interrupting that approach to get man advantage taken back. And yet again, Imperial will say, you know, they've been kind of moving this party back and forth, trying to seize something towards brackets with at least the util pressure. Floppy peeling away from his initial position, but Complexity still keep their defense split 2-2.
In good position to drop for Grim, who he doesn't have a flash for. And there it goes down. They're gonna run through that.
They're working their way through slowly. Contact from backside. Nice timing out of Grim.
Not bad.
Continues to be the beacon of hope for Complexity's run in Shanghai. Goes up to 9 kills off that double. Op shot missed from Try. Can't afford those, but Descenti's trying to serve one back. However, Opper caught out in the open. Descenti peeling backwards, popped by Elige, who comes forward and climbs that scoreboard. We were talking yesterday about Complexity's struggles and the fact that nobody could really, you know, join the 2 stars.
Elige
Today,
and Grim.
Elige, Hulzerk, and Grim. 3, the trio, moving up this scoreboard early days.
Except for that round, he's been pretty good. But Grim getting the 2K anchor holds, that was the one thing that was going well in their match on Anubis yesterday. There just wasn't enough additional support. But this guy under screen, son of Richard. Next up, a clock that spins.
Son of Richard, House of Lewis. Descenti charging through into Hulzerk, who's not able to track it. Up in your face again. Highest rated player for Imperial despite their struggles, and he will continue to fight into this A play. Down at the bottom of middle, Phelps hangs on to the opposite side. Descenti, it's a trio, and a deep peek for the quad.
What is that? 4K.
And honestly, the rounds they've caught Complexity off have been these hyper-aggressive, in-your-face moments. Can't forget, man, Brother almost aced earlier.
Great flashes.
In the force buy, but Elige gonna flex the pressure, fights fire with fire, and Descenti down in a critical round as Elige had the only M4. Phelps looking to answer back as the 5-7 of Floppy pops shot through, and Phelps goes deep.
Second flash is excellent here.
Deep enough for the space to plant. Vinny shall not be stopped. Now you've posted, tries op on the new box. Now we saw him miss a critical shot in the post plant prior. Cannot afford those kinds of moments, and especially considering it was a lesser buy for Cole here in round 9. Smoke fades on Coffin, 3 sets of eyes peering that direction. Try turns attention back to Cross, and Vinny looking to lock it in along the wall. Floppy hits Try in the background, and now the T's, they don't have that anchor back behind them, so the retake 2v3 comes through.
Man, watching that, I was thinking, no way Floppy's going to get both kills here because they're replacing players. They're all coming in on hard angles to fight their way out of, and Floppy does it with the FAMAS. The fuse comes in, Complexity win the round. That's a big pickup, and it starts off with this play here from Elimination.
Phelps on the recovery mission. But how you have 2 players along that wall and Floppy gets this kill to Try.
Yeah.
You know, that was a lot of space not being taken by Imperial on Coffin. Now starting to add more forces through apartments. If somebody can offer pressure from Boiler, then No Way could have slipped out, but he's already shown his hand, and he's down now to a measly 40 health. Floppy's forced off of his roost, but the offer in MongolZ's able to hold that line. There is an approach still from the T's, but Descenti's back, given to Elimination. And it's an easy pickup for Complexity as the CT side's now gunning for double digits.
So they needed his smoke from CT side. Elimination wanted to take a peek, saw the glimpse of an opper. The Speedway flash is key, man, and it's a little late.
Fake plant. Oh,
okay.
Gets Elimination with the fadeaway double up. Now taking to the top of the scoreboard.
That was a little bit crazy. Planting the bomb, then running into the site through the smoke.
I mean, it got the reaction you wanted in the sense that Elimination starts this spray, but you're talking about Elimination. So of course he's going to control the spray when you try to walk out through the smoke.
Fair enough. They could have had him spraying at the wrong guy.
I think at this point, Complexity very much slotting into their groove on this defensive half. There's no stress for Cole early on in this series. There's no frustration from Cole early on in this series because they got away with those close rounds, right? The near ace from Descenti, the force buy that could have been for Imperial. Those are those moments that can sometimes take Complexity off kilter, and they didn't happen. So what happens when Complexity are allowed to slot in? 8-2 with a 9th on the horizon. Triple B stack in the face of all of Imperial. They do push through that CT smoke, and out comes Elimination to his death. Nothing going well here for the North Americans in the face of Imperial's round 11 full-blown execution.
So that was quite nice. The explode right there. They covered everything. As you can see, everyone was full committed from Complexity on the site. Not a single kill here.
It's because you don't have to calm to your twin. It's all telepathic.
True, that's why he doesn't talk.
He's grown up his whole life being able to communicate non-verbally.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
He's non-verbal.
Last round of the half here, folks. And MongolZ wants in on the action, opening 5v4 to Cole. Nice little off peek deep in.
Which only gets harder. 4 players down, low on utility. And no moto smoke? Oh, good luck with this. Oh, no, it's still up. So we'll see how long that lasts.
JT peeling back. Okay, what could have been. Phelps emerging, half health taken off him. Pressure applied now to the back end of the CTs once that moto smoke expires. And he's coming through it. Phelps is pushing through. And as he does, he clears the site. Elimination pinch between Phelps and Descenti. Bomb plant guaranteed. Just in the nick of time. Good shot from MongolZ. Clears the bomb planter and leaves this one on Phelps. 52 HP in a 1v2, reveals his position. Both CTs now trained in on him. MongolZ trying to push out, and Grim's got him covered.
Go.
It is a stellar 9-round CT side for Cole. Complexity. Keep it together. Little shoulder spotted for Elimination.
Do they have any giveaways?
Of course, giveaways every day. Right down here at the Perfect World Merchandise Store.
James Boinks.
Oh, Phelps. Dirty. And that's what Imperial need. A dirty little pistol added to the board.
It's B, though. It's B the whole time.
Yeah, they do slip through. Bomb is in tow. Third player coming up. MongolZ's got another smoke, of course, so that'll keep CT blocked off. you put it down at the right time, it could be super valuable. But if he goes and dies on Banana, now they don't have that smoke. So the rest of this team ready to go. 2v5 demanded of Complexity. It ain't gonna happen, Chief. Descenti with a couple kills to close it out. Still at the top of the board, of course, for Imperial. These teams split pistols.
That's good to see. That's good to see. For the best game possible, you know, a Hull's like lane split, but they are playing very far back. So that's the advantage here for the T's, low rotations. Oh, wow. That one could be huge. Hey, that's very good for the A defense. There's still 3 players coming at them, though.
Yeah, and the moto push already happens from Descenti, so 2 M4s here in the mix towards short hold. Hulzerk's Deagle, JT's tech.
Oh, they got to get better guns, get that bomb down, get into a post plant.
They snag the M4 halfway through this 2 versus 4 to upset after the pistol win of Imperial, to really gut punch the Brazilians on their map pick. Phelps caught out in the open, but able to get into the cover. Oh, Hulzerk, as the bullets dwindle, still connects. And Vinny, in between the two, silently approaches. Needs to figure out where they're at, but Hulzerk on the pillar, found out. First kill's good. Vinny thinking he's inside sight, doesn't turn. He hits the dink, but not enough. Woo. Complexity robbed the round away.
With the ball planted where it was, I think he was lucky to even get that chance.
Those are the sorts of rounds that were going against Complexity in their opening best of ones yesterday. They pull off a pistol 2v4. Feast, so it seems, but we get a double deagle kill. Is that one shot?
One shot, 2 heads.
Popped like melons. Try finds one with the 5-7. Bomb is scooped by Elysian. Floppy's gonna carve a route into the A site in the meantime, but it is a fast move from Imperial. Did Vinny just do the unthinkable? 6 kills, 2 of them with 1 bullet. Elish gets into sight, no contest offered up yet for Imperial. Moto players shouldn't push through on such little health alone.
Got an ultra safe plant. Floppy knows that now it's his time to shine. He's a pit player in a post plant in the 2v3. They don't want to let this one go.
No way survives the frag grenade on 7 health to spare.
It's crazy that Elish is just floating out here.
All on Floppy. He's gonna have to post it. The 1v3 demanded of him. Bomb planted backside. Tries to get away from the grave kill. Does get the headshot. And Floppy just thriving inside of the pit in the post plant. 3 for Ricky Kameri. And that is Complexity's 11.
Yeah, that was his moment right there. Floppy needed to bring that to his team. Elish chose to play that in an incredibly aggressive way because he thought he could get the Hull's kill, maybe fall back to the site after. And it definitely gets a little scary after these pistoling kills.
3 deagle frags and a 5-7 find. Not enough to stop Floppy.
This last peek is actually mint. Oh. Lined that up beautifully. Day saved. Free B for JT. So we're just over the minute mark. Complexity can do no wrong at the moment. They've also got the right idea here. It's the allure of Vinny on Banana. They're thinking, let's test him.
Nobody to help him. Nothing he can do other than pop off with the 5-7, but the MAC-10 up close. It's going to get traded instantly, and Floppy's the insurance policy to cut off the rotates. Here's them thundering towards him. Last player up in the apartments. He seems to have his head on a swivel, and now it's splattered on the boiler walls. Nonetheless, Complexity planting at this B site.
It's always been like those explosive fast rounds. There hasn't been, you know, too many thought-provoking rounds.
Yes.
There haven't been too much CS poetry in the calls.
And it's about more of the same of what we've seen so far from Imperial, the limited of what we've seen. Oh, and his gun gets swept away too.
Wow.
You know, Descenti is the one player who's playing better in Shanghai than he did in Copenhagen. You love to believe, and some days you struggle to believe just as much. Good flash for the banana peak, but it's only one player who goes in for it. Complexity gonna have to close 4v5, and well, this pack sets their sights on A. No way in pit with an MP9, not where I would want to be.
They're gonna clear it?
No, he will find the attempted plant. Floppy though still finds a way through, and MongolZ will punch in the digits. It's a retake needed of Imperial. It's more needed from Imperial all Inferno long. They will try to group themselves up and attempt this 3-player push towards short, where Floppy will once more be a key piece of a pit hold. The least dying member of Complexity throughout this opening map of the series. Still, they have gotten dangerously close to sight, and that could end up catching Complexity off guard, but the shots are all clean.
Easy.
And this one is cleanliness from Complexity.
Wow. I mean, it's great because it's so much better than the other day. Unfortunately for Imperial, it isn't. It isn't better than yesterday.
That everyone dreams about. Make your dreams come true on Skin Club.
Map 2 comes live. Imperial having to prove that they deserve to be playing at this level of competition, a stark contrast to their celebrations in Copenhagen thus far in Asia. Elige will open up. Double kill is his, and the third CT already spotted on the boxes has not been able to escape. You'd think they would have been able to zone in on him, but instead they just want the B plant, and they will go right in for it. No way's able to climb up. Grim's lurk spotted soon enough, but he's got the pinch in with Floppy, and it's a pistol success story for Complexity yet again.
Yeah, these boys get shot from everywhere.
Because you obviously set expectations so high after Copenhagen. It was the best performance for Brazil as a region, as a country, and the Americas region in some time, earning us more spots than so many years past. And now they may be faltering alongside Fnatic 03. This A site is completely under wraps. MongolZ is peeking through Molotovs.
He's standing in the fire.
Look at the damage, though. I mean, Grim's a single point of health. Floppy's on 10. Could that have gone?
Yeah, it could have been 2 players sprayed down with 1 mag.
And JT's just anchoring the back line over towards the B site, so there is nothing here for Imperial to be happy about. You walk away at the moment with 0 kills, despite so many of those fights being close.
And that's why damage doesn't matter. That was his best team, his best chance at that time.
And his best major. Bottom mid control for the CTs. No way. Good opening. Swings for number 2. And it's a good amount of frags coming out for Imperial. They win the fight in mid. But they open a door on B site instead. Floppy getting the kill as Grim scoops up bombs.
And he knew Phelps was going to do it, and look what happened to the map now. Floppy can take backlines. He's got a lot of health. Grim spoken out this position is fine. They have the bomb planted in a versatile spot.
We saw 2v4s posted back on Inferno by Complexity, and this could very well be another one.
I think this setup for the players that are coming in is pretty solid.
I think it's red, though. That's the thing. Floppy peeked deep lane. Grim took a glance into the cave, so they are prepared for this ramp commitment. And as Try gets up, Grim, who had tucked himself in,
perfectly,
does indeed pull this off. Complexity not afraid to gather a little info in that post plan, right?
And also Phelps just came through the B smoke as the only player there because what? He wanted to kill. That was pretty silly. He was the only player holding the site, and as soon as Floppy got that frag, it's a silly moment here for Imperial. Looking to stay alive at this event.
Oh, no way gets caught out by Grim, already extending through middle. Look at the pace here from Elige, already up in red room. But read by Decenti. You're not going to get away with that one.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, at least get that HE damage, but Decenti knew what he was going to get in return.
Tough job. Vinny, MP9, has to forego any donut control and task Try with holding that opening instead. We've got this late lurk still set up by JT towards B. We'll come back to that if it ends up being important. At the moment, it's just this tempered aggression and a little patience. As MongolZ doesn't like being caught out in the open, Vinny will win the duel over towards main. And now these donut players, they can bank back on the fact that JT waited B. He's been here the whole time, and if he wins this fight versus Phelps, who opened the door to the 2v4 last round, well, things could have gone well for Cole. Instead, Phelps holds it off, smokes it off, and calls for the rotation of Imperial. It's much better play from Phelps this time.
Definitely. It's still possible to take the site. If Phelps is going to push through, he's got a small timing, but if they both turn this corner now...
Oh my God.
Did he see him?
He didn't see them, but he hears them.
Okay, there we go.
MongolZ rattles off the op shot. Phelps is going to keep the flank going, and it doesn't look like anybody's looking. Tease, yeah, fall victim to the flank. MongolZ's able to get around the corner, but he's so swarmed at the moment that he's doomed, and Phelps making up, perhaps, for the one round prior.
Yeah. Luckily, no one was holding his smoke again.
And Imperial, unfortunately, on death's doorstep in Shanghai. Down by 5. MongolZ out middle, hunting his opening. Does indeed hit Try, who's able to answer back.
Try was watching for the heaven jump up. Had no idea that someone was going to walk out mid.
And some crumble. JT will peel no way, off site. There was 3 defenders here and no trade yet, so JT gets another dry duel. He's going to assume that there was only 2, and that's what ends up costing him.
Try can stop this. He's got the skewer position.
But he's only got 8 health, and Krim able to get out on A because the 2 A main players are ready to go. Launders, that is all JT getting up into the B bomb site, peeling a couple players off.
Yeah.
No trade for Imperial off his original duel, and JT just rips 2 heads off. Floppy, however, does die. Vinny reopens the door at the possibility of the retake.
Plus, Smoke and Molly here for the CTs.
It's pretty good. It'll block off all this donut control.
How's that Smoke, though?
I don't know. It's going to at least let him out, but it's not really going to cover the bomb site.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
The bomb itself will be exposed to the left side of the donut peak for sure. I mean, it just allowed Vinny to get out. That's all he wanted. They're thinking about the CT wraparound, but you give Grim the duel, and you give Complexity this 7th round.
Yeah, that's the best they could do because they didn't have a way to smoke off the bomb. I mean, they were better off trying to clear out Donut as he swung out before using that smoke.
MongolZ at the point. Cautious of a CT close. It's the double forward cave setup. Still this 3-player on B defense for Imperial. MongolZ, in the smoke, gets wrecked by Vinny.
Wait, another swing, but
bottom mid-peak, deep from Descenti, and it's disjointed again.
Yeah, they were watching for that.
Oh, and JT, so clean.
He's a mercenary out here by himself.
The most damage back on Inferno. To now tying for the most amount of kills on Ancient. He will get cleaned off of the ramp as there is a bit of a resurgence in separate duels from Imperial. Vinny is going to continue to hold, doing what he can to hold back Elige, who just bounces into this bomb site. Try hot on his heels. 70 health to the upper, who holds the angle, posts himself a 2nd kill in round number 9, and at the very least will give Imperial a 2nd.
He just holds that. It's another moment from JT where he gets a little overzealous with his first kill, thinks the site's open once again.
Trying to keep it composed here. As a dire reality sinks in, Imperial just gonna try to push the donut smoke off the flash. It's good! Try sets him up, no answer! Beautiful 3 kills out of Imperial, setting in early tempo.
I mean, the flash timing's wonderful, the swing timing's wonderful. Instantly, 2v5 situation.
Yeah, a ferocious pace out for Imperial. A bit of a message here for their 3rd round win.
Now we're talking Imperial.
Unfortunately, his LAN event stats in 2024 don't do him very well.
Oh,
no way. Caught with the smoke out. At least the smoke goes down. Silver linings. They're going to drop a nade in it. Try's going to start hitting shots, but he's under pressure from both ends, and that miss is a disaster.
Yeah, critical miss.
It's an end for him as Floppy pushes the pistol into the play. Descenti going to try to keep that electricity in sight alive. He is working with Vinny right next to him. As the smoke is up to the left side, it is only through short that they can make that contact, but neither able to stop bomb. Floppy pushes along the bricks. And that is softened tease on the other side of this retake attempt for Imperial, trying to string together rounds at the end of the CT side, pushing up into Floppy's, their demise, and it's Complexity with 8 at least.
That's this team right now, man. These hard, flat angles, they know the fight's coming. Imperial could have won those duels, but Complexity are shooting harder. If Floppy took any longer, he might have gotten a 1 frag inside of Cave.
Oh, nice boost. It gets a kill as well. Descenti thrown up onto the ledge with a triple CT setup in mid. However, those 3 players in middle, suddenly this could just be Complexity transitioning into a full-blown B ramp mid.
Yeah, the rotation's awkward.
It's exactly what's going to happen. Phelps has to deliver, and JT, yet again, as he has been, continuing to collect kills inside of the site, but the offer moves in time. And they're doing this. Imperial fighting tooth and nail to at least establish a 4-round CT side.
What a brawl that was, that half, 8-4. Yeah, it's definitely working on me a bit.
A little bit,
Yeah,
huh?
it is working on me a bit.
It's hard not to believe.
I mean, winning is one thing, but winning like this.
However, they leave this B site absolutely primed for the taking. JT to get a bit of a taste of his own medicine. Solo B defense, and he will find nothing. Deep control coming forward for Imperial here. The understaffed B site doesn't go too well. Grim's gonna go for the flank though, all the way through T-spawn.
That works.
These Berettas ready to rip. And a little pause in the action allows for the T's to come back into the temple, making contact here with Hulzerk. Floppy now having a door reopened for him. But now that door has closed, and he was so little health, it is all a rope-a-dope. Complexity baited into thinking they'd have a chance, as Imperial will split pistols.
What is a rope-a-dope?
No idea, I just said it.
Time to find out if Imperial are nervous. As a round like this can go wrong if you take too much time. And you leave too many players on lurks, they've all got to get kills. And if they don't, and you lose the extremities, and you come out the middle, you start running, then there's always a chance that you lose to an eco.
It's got to be the CT lane push. It's a lot of damage for Floppy. No way!
Wow, what a kill.
However, so much early damage done, right? Elish,
they're not planning.
Stiff breeze would blow him off the round, but he does still get more damage. No way here's to make the difference.
Is Hulzerk gonna sneak through this?
He's gonna creep right in. 10 health over for No Way. It could be another round 2 force buy win, and it is! Hulzerk putting nails in this coffin.
Oh man, that Floppy kill with the MP9. Ay. I mean, No Way got one back through the smoke. I think Floppy's was a bit more unlikely.
Imperial. It's another gun round, but it's certainly a tempo that continues to be set by Complexity. They simply can't keep up with. Cole undoubtedly have shaken off the result of yesterday. 2 losses on Anubis that certainly shook them to their core, but have not held them back in the face of their regional opposition here today. Day 2 of the opening stage, a far better Complexity. Round 12 on the line as JT picks up a kill towards B. There's the peek they wanted into Donut. Descenti, no trade as the bomb goes down to the dirt. And this is a comfortable double up in Donut for Complexity.
What is that swing really, right? No way to get the trade. There's 2 players on the CT side holding the same line, watching for it.
Trying to bait them to peek to Descenti. There will be his opening, but the close comes right with it. And it is 7 map and match points for Imperial to face elimination.
This one's not close in so many ways.
Complexity doing what Imperial had hoped to reverse the tone set by day 1. Unfortunately for them, it is not the case. Their run through the RMR put under question, blessed by the qualification. JT peeks deep into the temple. Maybe this fight's not done yet, but Grim's got other ideas. Just when Imperial thought they had a hope, Grim goes deep with a near quad kill. A single bullet more would have pushed Try over the edge. Instead, he's given a chance to plant. Instead, Imperial, a 1 opportunity in the post plant. Temple ejection, ramp player cleared, and poor try, working with 7 HP, sits inside of the Temple. Imperial, who played a key role in giving the Americas regions so many more slots in Shanghai, has been cannibalized by their region here at this major. Losses to Pain, FURIA, and eliminated by Complexity.
Yeah, no shame losing to a Complexity like this. That is a big win for this team, who had a rough first day, but unfortunately for the opponents on the other side,